Now that we know something about the FICO score, let's move on to Module 4 and learn all about VantageScore. In 2006, the three major credit reporting bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, launched another credit calculation company called Vantage. Vantage is technically a competitor to FICO and uses the same scoring system with the 300 to 850 range. FICO and Vantage do have some variation on how they arrive at their scores, although their final calculations yield similar results. One major distinction is Vantage only has one score and does not differentiate by type of credit being applied for. Now let's look at the VantageScore. Here's the breakdown of its components. Payment history comprises 41%, depth of credit 20%, credit utilization 20%, recent credit 11%, balances 6%, and available credit at 2%. Let's take a closer look at each component. Although some appear to be the same or similar to the FICO breakdown, VantageScore uses different calculation methodologies to arrive at its number. First up is payment history. Like FICO, payment history is VantageScore's biggest category and is actually a larger percentage at 41% to FICO's 35%. So it is even more critical to pay your bills on time to improve your VantageScore. Depth of credit is worth 20%. VantageScore takes into consideration how long you have had different types of credit. The two main types of credit include revolving debt, which credit cards are the most common, and installment loans, like auto loans and mortgages. VantageScore rewards people who can use both types successfully. Credit utilization comprises 20% of the score. This is similar to FICO's amount owed. Basically, VantageScore looks at how much credit you have access to and how much you use. It focuses more on revolving credit versus installment loans. Recent credit accounts for 11% of the score. It looks at how many accounts you have opened recently and the number of hard inquiries on your report. Many people shop around for a loan, so there may be several inquiries all at once. Therefore, VantageScore counts all hard inquiries in a 14-day period as a single inquiry. Balances account for 6% and is the total outstanding balances on all of your current and delinquent credit accounts. High balances will reduce your score even if all of them are in good standing. Available credit is the smallest category at 2%. It measures how much credit you have available on your revolving accounts. The larger your available credit, the higher the score is in this category. FICO and VantageScore have many similarities, require good credit management, and both use a 300 to 850 point scoring scale. But there are differences. FICO has multiple industry-specific scores, while there is only one VantageScore. Payment history is the largest category for both, but it has a greater impact on the VantageScore. Other categories measure similar components, but at different weights. Also, related to hard inquiries when loan shopping, FICO gives you a 45-day grace period versus a 14-day grace period for VantageScore. Though both scores differ slightly, they are close enough that which one is used really doesn't matter. In conclusion, VantageScore has only one score. VantageScore assigns the largest percentage to payment history in its scoring methodology. And finally, although FICO and VantageScore use different variants and percentages to calculate a credit score, they typically only vary slightly.